Yes.
Secretary, police will be now coming over.
Gracious Father, we thank you for this moment. We thank you for this opportunity to come together and reason together. Father, we thank you for forgiving us of our sins, oh God. Wash us and cleanse us. Father, give us understanding, wisdom, and knowledge, oh God, to make good sound decisions, oh God, that we can all love each other and embrace each other, God, without difficult, God. We give you praise, we give you glory in the midst of the storm, God. And we all say, thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Should be Democrat or Republican.
At this time, we have our roll call, Mr. Drew Charles Watson.
Yeah.
Ms. Juanita Muse.
Present.
Mr. Willie Morgan.
Present.
Mr. Warren McCray.
Here.
Mr. Ryan Byrd.
Here.
Mr. Doug Watson. At this time, Mr. President, I don't have any public comment forms that were presented to me. First order of business is the approval of minutes from last meeting of October 28, 2025.
I make a motion.
That's second. Mr. Watson? Ms. Muse?
Yes.
Mr. Morgan? Yes. Mr. McCray? Yes. I vote yes.
Item number 2, public hearing and adoption of an ordinance establishing and creating the St. Helena Parish Industrial Development Board as a public corporation pursuant to the Louisiana Revised Statutes. Could I get a motion to open the public
I'll
hearing?
make a motion to open the public hearing.
I second the motion.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Ms. Muse?
Yes.
Mr. Morgan? Yes. Mr. McCray? Yes. I vote yes.
Okay, at this time, we hear from public comments, questions or concerns regarding this ordinance.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
I'll make a motion to close.
okay.
I'll second that motion.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Ms. Muse?
Yes.
Mr. Morgan? Yes. Mr. McCray? Yes. I vote yes.
Okay, I entertain a motion to adopt the ordinance establishing and creating the St. Helena Parish Industrial Development Board as a public corporation pursuant to the Louisiana Revised Statutes.
You did say that you was just gonna add the time. That's what, is this the one?
No, this for the,
Special event?
the Industrial Development Board.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got
Yeah,
it.
we're gonna come back later on.
Yeah, okay.
More
That's for the
than
fifth district.
that. No, this for the entire parish.
Just for the whole board.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wait for a motion.
I make the motion.
I'll second. Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Ms. Muse?
Yes.
Mr. McCray? Yes. Mr. Morgan? Yes. I vote yes.
Item number 3 is a motion to introduce the special event permanent ordinance for St. Helena Parish. I did send it out to you all. One change to note that we are going to add that is not currently in there is the closing time. And that's going to be at 10 p.m. if that's going to be what the board agrees with. So that will be added in there to close at 10 p.m. I didn't know if y'all wanted to make any more.
That's not a late then.
Well, we had a discussion, but at first we said 9 p.m. and then we said 11 p.m. And then the last discussion that we had, we said we was meeting in the middle and we discussed 10 p.m.
That was one of the biggest problems with the time frame.
The biggest problem was the amount of people. People were concerned about the amount of people. That was one of the bigger problems, but we had said 10 p.m. because there's a noise ordinance already in place, right?
Yes, there is.
So the noise ordinance.
The noise ordinance, I'm
So
not
we
sure
have
exactly.
a specific time for
Yeah,
the noise ordinance?
There's a noise ordinance, and then we said after that, then it shuts down at 10 to allow them time to move people out. You know what I'm saying?
If y'all want to change it, I mean.
I think 10 is a good time.
So what about the ones that stays on the
Trail right there.
That's the trail
Trail
ride?
right ends at 10.
Trail right ends at 10.
So no
It's
campers,
open.
no campers on
If
anything
they
after
stay
that?
overnight, they still.
They still have to be within the guidelines.
I just asked a question
Yeah.
in case anybody else wants.
Okay, they gotta shut it down at 10, the trail ride.
Yeah. Are there any more changes, additions that y'all would like to make to this ordinance?
Cause everything else is still the same, the fee is still the same. We agreed on $250, right?
$250.
You send her copy of us, or can you have?
She got
Yes, and also you should have,
application deadline, they got 60
in
days.
front of you.
It's a $250 flat fee. They got it, parking enforcement. They gotta make sure they talk to the sheriff department, environmental health. They gotta
Get that
have
on the
water
scale,
waste
right?
disposal. Huh?
Get that on the
Oh,
security out
about
there.
That's gonna be,
the fire marshal, they spoke to the fire marshal and he said that he really doesn't have anything
it
that
may not have anything. to
doesn't
do with
involve
it.
him.
Okay.
So there's no need for us to have the fire marshal on here.
So if they go over 10:02, 10:05, they don't get their deposit back?
They don't get the deposit back
Regardless, that 250 is
That's
not,
part
it's
of the
non-refundable.
application fee. That
Okay.
250 is part of the application fee and it's non-refundable.
Alright. No?
And if they allow their application, it could be revoked. It's different specifications for it being revoked as well.
Yeah, all of it is in there, but the fee is non-refundable.
I'll make a motion.
And then if they go over 10, what, the police gotta shut them down?
Yes,
I made,
I'll second it.
okay.
Mr. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Mills?
Yes.
Mr. Martin?
yeah.
Mr. McCray?
Yes.
I'm voting yes.
Okay, item number 4 on the agenda, Dr. Kelly Joseph, Superintendent of Helena Parish School District, will address road concerns related to the bus route.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Is there a location I need to stand or? Okay. All right, so before I get into the requests that we have for the roads for our buses, I just wanted to share with you all some information about the school system. All right, so last year, around this time, or maybe a little bit earlier, I had requested, I did a call to action for the whole community, asking that you all support us in our internship programs and different things that we had in our school system because of the new accountability system. Well, I wanted to come and report to you all and to say thank you so very much because you all answered the call. Last year, we were able to provide about 10 of our kids internship programs. That was last year, so we got a good head start on this new accountability system and this new programming. This year, we have 16 kids, and that is due to everybody in the community coming together and providing that opportunity for our kids. So I wanted to publicly thank everyone for stepping up and adhering to that call to action. But there's more that we need to do this year. 2 main things we want to do this year. We need to increase our test scores, and we need to increase parental involvement and community involvement. So when we talk about improved test scores, the academic focus that we have this year, 3. We want to improve the quality of instruction in the classroom. We need to ensure that our kids master the content that they're learning. And then we need to ensure that our teachers and our administrators use data to help drive instruction. So we are focused on that every single day. So we definitely want to use these tools to increase our test scores. And the next thing is the parental and community support and involvement. We need this community to come together to support the school system like never before. It is time that the community comes together. We have done all that we can possibly do with our facilities, with our teacher corps, with everything, all of our structures, our systems, and our processes to produce the outcomes that we want for our learners. We need community support. So I'm coming once again for a call to action, asking that the community come together to support our kids. It is critical. We need your support. So what are some things that you can do? Come and visit the school. If you can't visit the school because you have to work, then at least make sure that your children are prepared to come to school to learn every day. Make sure they come with the tools that they need. Some of our kids come to school without a book sack, without a pencil, pen, notebook, or anything. That's just like, a construction worker going on the job without the tools that he needs to perform the job. We need our kids to come to school with the tools that they need to perform their job, and that is to learn. Security dads, class moms, positive comments about the school system. Our school system is not failing. We are thriving. Our kids are doing some great things. And you look around and you can see all of our graduates, you see what they're doing. We have successful people that come out of St. Helena Parish. So if you're looking for a doctor, a lawyer, or whatever type of profession that you are looking for, you can find that by somebody who has graduated from this school system. our kids are doing some great things. Believe the facts. If you have questions about anything that's going on in the school system, I ask that you come and ask us and we'll provide you with the real deal facts. And also help us solicit more partners. So if you know anybody who's willing to come in and help partner with the school system, feel free, and we'll definitely take a listen to them. Also want to remind you all that we do have franchises here within the school system. We have an Otis Spunkmeyer Cookie Company. We have PJ's Coffee House. You all are welcome to come and order some delicious drinks from PJ's Coffee. We also have our Hawk Card, debit card through Neighbors Federal Credit Union. And for every swipe, the school system get a couple of cents off of the swipe. Right now, we get a quarterly check. It's only equaling to about $35. But if we had everybody in the community to get a Hawk debit card and swipe that card, we would see, a more return on our investment. So we're asking for the community to support that. And if you need to know anything about what's going on with our school system, you can check our website. We even have a district app. Download the app and you can know what's going on with our school system at all times. So I just wanted to, share this with you all. Also, we have some upcoming events. Our Hawk football team, we're in round 1 of the playoffs. Go Hawks. We play at Avoyelles High School. So school will be dismissed at 1 o'clock because we have a lot of buses that need to travel to Avoyelles. It's a 2.5-hour drive, and it'll impact about 8 of our routes. So we need to close school early that day. So we'll be closing school at 1 o'clock. November 19th, we have our literacy fair at 10 o'clock at our Early Learning Center. Please come out and show your support to our kids as they share with you all their projects at the literacy fair. November 20th, we have a district-wide parent night. We're asking for everybody in the community to come to the high school. We will have entertainment by Al, the Mayor, Scott. We have free pastelaya and drinks. We'll do line dancing with a splash of literacy. We'll have some door prizes. We'll have raffle off a television. And then we have a donation by Linda Lee and her family for a basket of cleaning supplies and 2 $25 gift certificates. So we're asking for everyone to come out to our district-wide parent night, November 20th. And then we also have Thanksgiving lunch with our parents, November 18th at the Early Learning Center, the 19th at the Arts and Technology Academy, and the 20th at the College and Career Academy. And we are off for the Thanksgiving break, November 24th through 28th. I needed to share all that with you all. So,
Can I,
yes.
for the November 20th, you said that, what time does that start?
5:30. 5:30. Come out for 5:30. All right. Just want to pass that out as well. All right. All right. So the reason why I am here, we do need some work done with the roads that our buses drive on. So I'll read this. Ensuring safe, reliable transportation depends on clear sight lines, stable road surfaces, and unobstructed bus maneuvering space. Potholes, shoulder erosion, standing water, overgrown vegetation, debris, and construction obstructions increase stopping distances, force unsafe lane changes, impair visibility at intersections and stops, and accelerate mechanical wear on our school buses. These hazards compromise our duty of care, undermine on-time routes, and expose the district to avoidable liability. So for these reasons, we are formally requesting the listed road repairs and clearance work so our drivers can operate buses safely to and from school and learners can travel under the safest possible conditions. So I have a copy of the list of road repairs or clearances that we're asking for the police brig to please consider. All right. Nothing there? All right. Any questions?
Yes. This, I have Navy Federal, so how do you obtain this card?
Go through Neighbors Federal Credit Union.
You said Neighbors?
Yes.
I thought you said Navy Federal. I have Navy Federal.
No, Neighbors.
And November 20th, can I donate? I'd like to show somebody up on that pop flyer.
Absolutely.
I'd just love to show somebody up. Okay.
Oh, you want to show somebody up?
It don't matter to me, baby.
Hey, we can always have a little cook-off
It
That's
don't
fine
matter,
with me.
it don't matter. You talking about George, I'm telling them already, so. Yeah,
I'll be the guinea pig. I will try.
No, you're like, unbiased judges, so we good.
Hey, you did say neighbors.
Neighbors, federal credit.
Neighbors.
Federal credit union.
Where is it located?
I did everything online, so, yes.
Like, even on the school website, 'cause I know a ton of people in St. Louis Parish that use neighbors, and some people that had no idea about the call, or maybe like signs at the grocery store, you know, because so people would know, I mean, I don't think what the card says, I might as well get the money to the school. It's just a way to get it out there.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I
Ma'am,
like that.
any other questions?
What about dance contest? I'm thinking about Willie Glass.
You can add that too. You want to sign up?
You have another copy of this?
I'll
The,
make a copy. I can make a copy. And I'll read it to you.
Oh.
Make it work.
Well, you just.
Coming off the stone and, what stone?
any other questions?
Brandon, you got a copy of
All
that?
right, thank y'all so very much. I appreciate you.
He has a copy.
You can go get mine checked. You didn't check
Thank you,
mine.
Dr. Joseph, for that. Item number 5 on the agenda with Ms. Virginia Bell was shared to present a PowerPoint presentation.
Well, Jurors, I just want you all to know this is the final presentation because we have completed the process. We've gone through the applications, you know, we have had workshops, we have had consensus building activities. So we have got input from I think all of the stakeholders in St. Helena. So we can confidently provide this information to you. Okay, so from investment opportunities to community benefits provision. So this is all working toward that CBA, our Community Benefits Agreement, from RWE. So quickly, this is a quick agenda. So it's not going to be long, it's only a few slides. But I do want to make sure that you get all of this work that we have gone through with CPAC. CPAC has been very instrumental in making sure that they had the individuals at the meetings, at the workshops. They have done a lot of this work and we appreciate it. And so now they have turned it over to SHED, and so SHED is presenting you with this, and we're still working. We're going to continue to work, and CPAC said they will continue to support us. So we have workshop goals and turnout, top ranked categories, priority investment opportunities, other investment opportunities, and then our next steps. Okay, so the last workshop that we had 28 community leaders attend. As you can see, some of the folks who were there. And the objectives of that meeting was to gather the last round of input. This was the very last one, which would deal with non-monetary elements of the investment opportunities. So this was just dealing with both, with the input of non-monetary and other activities that we can present to you and say, this is what the community wants. So gather the rankings on which priority categories, which investment opportunities rose to the top. So they were assigned, everybody was given stickers and they were given numbers, and they had to go to a pad and they had to assign these numbers to whichever one of these categories that they felt was most important. Okay? And so here are the category rankings. So we have our raw score, which is the rankings in rank 1, rank 2, and rank 3, and then the weighted score. So these are the 3 categories that came out on top. As you can see, it was workforce and education, wellness and recreation. You see how many points each one received. The youth programs. Now the workforce and education have received 79 weighted scores, and then the youth programs 50. And then the ranking by weight, which is we added 3 points for every vote that we received. There were 3 points. It was given 3 points for vote 1, 2 points for 2, and then 1 point for 1 vote. So ranking categories: workforce and education, 79 again, wellness and recreation, and youth programs. So now we're going to break that down and show you exactly what the intents were. Okay. The following were ranked the highest during our last workshop. So these were the highest rankings. Workforce and early childhood learning. So that category received 17 votes. So in partnership with the school district, the developer will fund on an interactive literacy lab in the Kids Scope newspaper. Now, some of you may have seen that newspaper around the parish. Yeah, well, it's in the school board office, it's in the library, right? And it's also, I think, in the, I don't know if you guys have a copy here, but it's around the parish. It's a real nice publication because there's activity in there, there's learning activity for the students. So to keep that publication going, that would be great. That would be a great opportunity for the kids. The St. Helena Early Learning Center Pre-K and St. Helena Arts and Technology Academy grades 3 to 6 to strengthen early childhood literacy initiatives. Because again, everybody wanted to focus on literacy, because if you can't read, you can't do any subject. There's nothing better. You cannot complete school successfully if you can't read. So the focus on early teaching children at a very young age to read is going to be very important. So how much would this cost? CPAC's got with the partners. Each one of these activities would have a partner, and so they asked the partners, okay, if you want RWE, if you want the parish to accept these opportunities and fund them, about how much would it cost? So for the literacy lab, there will be a one-time payment of $50,000, and these are just estimates. For the technology equipment would be a one-time pay of $25,000, and then for the Kids Scope newspaper, that would be a continuous. This would have to be funded annually. So the first two is one time, and then the last one that would have to come, those funds would have to come annually. Okay, youth programs, development support. In partnership with the school district of youth leadership, organization developer supports education programs that combines mentorship, academic tutoring, and leadership development. Now this one only received 11 votes, and this one is the most challenging. And the reason we felt that this one was the most challenging was because we have tried to do this down at our center at the 5th Ward, and it's so difficult not to get tutorings, but to get students to the building at home. So getting the students there and getting them back. And so we thought each one of these would be more challenging, so it didn't receive that many votes, as you can see. Now, however, there was an estimate on this investment opportunity would be, so if we were to actually fund this, the estimate, and again, this is only estimate, the bus transportation would be $150 per day, and the tutors would receive $25 per hour. However, this opportunity was deemed not as viable. Again, if they didn't think this was as important, or that this one could actually happen. Okay, excellent. Wellness and recreation. So this received 11 votes. But this, in the ranking though, this was like the second before that that tutoring category. Now, in partnership with the St. Helena Parish Office of Emergency Preparedness, the developer supports the build out of renovation of a multi-use community center in Greensburg that provides daily wellness programs, hosts youth programs, and serves as the emergency response hub. Comments? Do we have any idea how much it would cost? So once again, CPAC's got with those partners and asked, well, if you want this to happen, how much is it going to cost? So it says here that the town has $1 million already. That's not confirmed. I mean, there's no.
I thought they had like 800,000.
Yeah, have 800,000, and then I did hear a report that even that 800,000, some of those funds were being used were dedicated to something else. So we don't really know how much the town would be able to contribute toward this. And so he estimated, the mayor said that the community center would cost $1 million. Well, in 2014, our community center cost $1 million. And they started that process in 2012. So can you imagine what a 4,000 square foot building would cost now, you know, with tariffs and with taxes and with inflation? We don't know. He doesn't know either. So he's just, you know, this is just the estimate. So
And
$1
also
million
preventive maintenance for this building, like the maintenance on the building. Somebody has to have an upkeep. You have to have a tax pass and.
Millage, that's what we did. As soon as we constructed our building, we passed the millage.
Yeah.
So we're able to upkeep our building, right? And so $1 million, we don't know what that will construct, you know. Our building is approximately 4,000 square feet, the multipurpose center down there. Again, that cost over $1 million in 2012. Okay, community center investment opportunity, $1 million. This will be a one-time payment. Okay, workforce and educational support, 10 votes. In collaboration with the St. Helena Parish School District, the developer provides funding to support the dual enrollment. Now, the dual enrollment for 11th and 12th graders, this is very important, and that what the partners on this will be Southeastern and North Shore Technical College. Now, the school, of course, was already doing dual enrollment, and it has resulted in students being able to leave school, graduating from high school, with an ability to go to work as a CNA, as a, what else do they take training in? Welding, auto mechanics, right? We have auto mechanics, so this is a good program, but it's so expensive. So if you can look at the estimate here for this program, to fund 60 juniors and 60 seniors would cost $137,000. Just for the 60 seniors and 60 juniors, and that would have to be annually. So again, that's expensive. Okay, next one. Okay, those were the three main opportunities. So these are just, again, I told you, we're just wrapping it up. Now these are the rest of the suggestions. Now, as far as the developer, RWE, that's what they receive as their top priorities. Those three that we just went through. Now here are some other options that individuals that attended those meetings. These are some of the other things that they talked about. Parks and recreation spaces, and that deals with the Fifth Ward rec. You know, we're still trying to get our quad 4 baseball fields down at that park. We have half the funds. It's like a $3 million project. We have half. We still haven't gotten the other additional 1.5, and so we're applying for grants. We're still trying to get that. So that was one of the other investment opportunities, possibility. Recreation and enrichment programs, partnering with the local youth, and serving nonprofits or churches. So we want to get some of our local nonprofits, which we don't have a lot of. We don't have many nonprofits in the parish, but those that we do have, we would like to partner them with some of our young people in the parish. Internships and apprenticeship programs, so STEM robotics will be part of that. The partnership with the Superintendent Joseph and the parish library system, establish a fund to support existing internship programs. So they're already doing something. You just talked about the internship that you have. And so this is suggesting that possibly we can get some other internships to help our students. Student safety. Consider another resource officer. The school already has one resource officer, and I believe this suggestion involved having another because the resource officer that's there, I believe he has to travel between schools. Community infrastructure. In partnership with the local nonprofit, the developer provides capital or matching funds to build out multi-use community. That's the same thing we talked about for Greensburg. Technical training and credentialing at North Shore. That would be a great thing that they feel. Student scholarship support, providing scholarships for the students under a certain name or the developer's name or whomever is going to be funding the particular program. Other comments and consideration. I gave you all a term sheet last time. If anybody didn't get that, I do have some extra copies. And so what that does is provides a list of all of those other activities that are not that's not part of that main 3. Those are on that term sheet. And it gives you some other information. So if anybody wants a copy of that, we definitely want our possible IDB members to have those. So if any IDB members here who didn't get that last time, you definitely need to see that. Okay, so other considerations, sustained employment. What does this look like? Well, we all know that solar farms do not provide employment. We know all their employment is on the front end in the construction. So once those farms are up, the only thing that's left is maybe maintenance or maybe some security or something of that nature. There is no real employment opportunities. And then upstream and downstream employment adjacent. So what about adjacent employment? When they bring these big solar farms in, you know what everybody's getting now? Data centers. Yeah. Those data centers take so much power. I think somebody told me at the last meeting that one data center uses as much power as the entire city of New Orleans. Those things use a lot of energy. So the only really areas that can sustain them is places that's got solar farms. So you almost have to have a solar farm. But that's one of those adjacent opportunities. And mandatory CBAs and ordinance for community industry, free charging for parish e-buses and electric vehicles, And all the revenue that's coming in, it needs to be public record. Everybody wants to know. Everybody needs to keep up with, know what's coming into the parish and how the money's being spent. The tax assessor and sheriff need to be in conversation. And I think the tax assessor, newly elected, did say that they would be getting with the sheriff and having conversations with the sheriff. And then transparency. We want to make sure that we always keep this transparent. Everything that we're doing, we want to make sure that the public's aware of it. So transparency is very important. And then the next steps. Again, the term sheet, I have those if you all want to take a look at those. Financial modeling. There's a professor at one of the universities that's taken all of our millages in the entire parish. So he's putting together a financial modeling form that's going to look at, how much money could be brought in from these projects, from this particular project. And then how do you want to take your money? Do you want it a large sum on the front end, or do you want to spread it out, over the term of the project? So he's doing that financial modeling, and that's just something, I'll give you that form once it's done. And then the next was, we got to get the Industrial Development Board, you all approve the ordinance tonight, and then attorney to negotiate the pilot and the CBA. And CPAC said that they will stay in touch with us. They're going to be supported through this process. And again, they have been supported, and they said they're going to continue to help us out with this. Now, what we are doing, SHED is continuing to work with Mr. Matthews on that board, getting the IDB board, and then getting the pilot program. So we've been having some meetings on that, and hopefully going forward, we'll be back with you, not for a presentation, but just with some additional information. All right, any questions? Thank you.
I'd like to get one of those, a copy of that sheet.
The term sheet?
Term sheet.
That's right, you weren't here last time, yes. Anybody else need a term sheet?
Me too, Virginia. I need one too, Virginia.
Three.
Thank you, Ms. Beth.
Item number 6 on the agenda, a motion to adopt resolution of annual certification of compliance for the off-system breeding program.
I'll second it.
Yes.
Ms. Mills?
Yes.
Mr. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Craig? Yes. Oh, yes.
Item number 7, a motion to adopt the resolution accepting the engineer's recommendation to accept the construction work performed by Pro Civil Construction LLC for the project identified as Otis and Willie Matthews Road Covered Replacement as substantially complete.
I'll make it.
I'll second it.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Ms. Mills?
Yes.
Mr. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. McCray? Yes. Oh, yes.
Item number 8, motion to approve the following invoices from H. Davis Cole and Associates. A, the St. Helena Flood Mitigation Project, which is Joseph Branch, in the amount of $68,250 payable from disaster project funds. The St. Helena Parish Public Jury Department of Public Works Building in the amount of $12,232.40 payable from the Act 776 funds. And Charlie Overton Park in the amount of $7,388.75 payable from the RCIP funds.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Ms. Mills?
Yes.
Mr. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. McCray? Yes. Oh, yes.
Item number 9, a motion to approve the following invoices payable from LGAP funds. Prestige Construction in the amount of $2,013 for general construction and exterior door replacement at the Welcome Center. Tino's Own It Roofing in the amount of $300 here at the St. Helena Parish Tax Assessor's Office. Tino's Own It Roofing in the amount of $300 for the roof repair at the old DMV office. And Tino's Own It Roofing in the amount of $725 for roof repair at the St. Helena Parish Tax Assessor's Office.
I'll make the motion.
A second.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Ms. Mills?
Yes.
Mr. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. McCray? Yes. Oh, yes.
Item number 10 is from our RBM and Public Works Department. Motion to accept and award bid proposal received from Empire Truck Sales for the purchase of 2 new heavy-duty 16-yard dump trucks in the amount of $377,124.80.
I'll make it.
I'll second it.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Ms. Mills?
Yes.
Mr. Martin?
Yeah.
We need several of those.
Yes.
These are Western Star, yes.
Yeah.
Mac.
Huh?
With the
I kinda like the
Detroit
trucks, you know.
engine.
Yeah.
Huh?
With the Detroit engine.
He's a good choice.
Okay.
You can't afford the Mac.
Item number 11, Building and Maintenance Department. Motion to accept and award bid proposal received from TNT HVAC Solutions DBS Comfort Plus for the installation of new 7.5 ton package dual compressor for the St. Helena Parish Courthouse second floor. And the model is a Train American Standard.
Mr. Secretary, I'd like to table this and discuss this tomorrow.
In the committee meeting.
Afternoon committee. Because I thought we had a maintenance man already in place for the air conditioning.
No,
We don't currently have an
And that's
actual
what I
maintenance
want to know what
contract.
happened.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, we definitely can go over that in the committee.
Make a motion to table.
I'll second it.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Ms. Hughes?
Yes.
Mr. Morgan? Yes. Mr. McCray?
Yeah.
Item number 12, motion to add fire protection district number 4 to Police Jury Blue Cross insurance policy for cost savings purposes.
I added this to the agenda because it gives a cost, since we're overseeing the finances of the District 4 Fire Department, and they're down to one person actually being on their insurance policy, and it will give them a cost saving over $1,000, since we're having to oversee the financial portion of the fire district. I think it's in best interest that we add him to our insurance right now, since we're overseeing, because if it's only one person on the policy, they're gonna be looking at an enormous amount of money to pay each month for insurance. But it gives them a saving of $1,000 if we add them to the police jury. No, it's come out of general funds.
They don't have to come out of-
I don't think we could do that.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Fire
We,
District 4.
Fire District 4, we went into state of emergency, so we oversee.
You have a question, Ms.?
I just want to make a additional comment to what Ms. Lee said. We had an email because they took off that employee. We can no longer have offer group insurance because we only have one person. So I just wanted to bring that to the police jury board's attention. So we can't offer Blue Cross insurance any longer also. So we finally got the other employee straight.
So you want just add one?
Is we add him to the policy, they only have one person as far as on their insurance policy. They used to be off of the group, but whatever happened, it's not a group policy anymore.
Go ahead, Mr. Lett.
Well,
Am I gonna be able to get insurance? Because I don't have insurance.
that's what you're talking about now, ain't it?
Oh.
Well,
You can't get nothing long as Brad there.
Yeah.
We're not talking about the existing other one.
So he's gonna have
Yes, sir.
So this to keep Brad on?
No.
listen, we can
No.
Hold on.
No.
table it, discuss it tomorrow, Yeah.
We can table it. I make the motion to table it.
I'll second it.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Ms. Muse?
Yes.
Mr. Morgan? Yeah. Mr. McCray?
Item number 13, a motion to approve requisitions as copies submitted by purchasing agent.
I make the motion.
I'll second it.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Ms. Muse?
Yes.
Mr. Morgan? Yeah. Mr. McCray?
Item number 14, motion to approve checks written after the last regular meeting in a total amount of $257,673.31.
I'll make it.
I'll second it.
Mr. Watson?
Yes.
Ms. Muse?
Yes.
Mr. Morgan? Yes. Mr. McCray?
Yes.
I vote yes.
Okay, the last is the FYIs. The deadline for submitting items for the November 25th, 2025 meeting is 12 p.m. on Monday, November 17th at 2025. The GoStep compliance monitoring visit will be December 2nd through the 4th, 2025. We have submitted our first part of the report today, had to be submitted to them electronically, so we have completed the first part of this. The MGO Connect training will be December 10th through the 12th, 2025. The 2026 budget hearing and adoption will be held at the December 16th, 2025 meeting. 2026 NACO Legislative Conference is February 21st through 24th, 2026. So if anyone of you are interested in that, please submit your names. They do have early bird pricing going on right now.
Yeah, I told you I was going.
This is not, this is not, this is the
No,
one
I
in
mean,
Washington.
for the registration for police jury.
Oh, the last one? Yeah, the one that's gonna be, yeah, the Police Jury Convention, March 3rd through the 6th.
You want non-smoking room?
What about the NACO legislative?
What about,
That's the
what
one
about
where
the legislative conference?
we met with, Congress Lady Letlow and all of them
Somebody Washington.
in Washington, what we did last year.
That's the one that's gonna be February 21st through the 24th.
They ain't gonna send nobody that one. We ain't going that
I need
one.
to set up.
Cost too much money.
Earlier, right now, you can set up a time to meet with our
I'm
representatives.
scared to fly right now.
No air
And
plane.
also, we do have a committee meeting tomorrow at 5:30 PM.
Be here.
So, Mr. President, if there's no other business to bring before the board, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion.
I'll second it. Yeah.
Ms. Music,
Yes.
Mr. Martin,
Yes.
Mr. President.
Yes.
I believe yes. Thanks for coming.